I was scrubbing the restaurant floor of a gas station when the detective found me. He didn't flinch at the stench of bleach or the damp mop in my hand. He just said, "Your real father in Germany spent millions searching for you. He's gone now, but his empire, an automotive company worth $2.1 billion, is yours, if you can uncover your family's darkest secret within 72 hours." For a moment, I thought it was a sick joke. Then he showed me the DNA results. My name, my mother's signature on an old birth certificate with another man's name crossed out. And just like that, 16 years of filth, hunger, and betrayal ignited into purpose. My mother used to braid my hair on the balcony when I was a kid. She'd hum old German lullabies, songs she said my real father used to sing before he abandoned us. I believed her, every word, until she married Greg, the man who smiled like a priest but spoke like a warden. He arrived with promises and a polished car. By the second year, he had my mother wrapped around his finger. By the third, he had me out of the house. "He's not worth the trouble," she'd said the night she chose him. My suitcase sat by the door. Her eyes never met mine. I survived by cleaning toilets, sleeping behind diners, eating discarded sandwiches. Hatred was my fuel, but I never let it burn uncontrolled. I saved it, preserved it, like gasoline for a fire that would come later. When the detective handed me the file, I didn't go to the embassy. I went back to her, the woman who'd chosen him over me. She lived in a mansion now, paid for, I later learned, by my real father's stolen funds. Greg had been siphoning money through a forged inheritance clause, one my mother helped him write. They had built their comfort on a lie, on my father's blood, on my absence. I didn't confront them immediately. I watched. 3 days of surveillance taught me everything. Greg's daily schedule, his secret meetings, the offshore accounts. I recorded phone calls, followed their accountant, dug until the truth stank worse than the toilets I used to clean. The darkest secret wasn't just the forgery. It was this. My father hadn't abandoned me. He had come back for me when I was 7, only to be told by my mother that I died in an accident. She buried me without a coffin, without guilt. So he spent the rest of his life searching for a ghost. The empire wasn't just my inheritance, it was justice. But to claim it, I needed evidence strong enough to burn them without burning myself. I hired a lawyer under a false name, transferred the recordings, documents, and photographs into a digital vault tied to a timed email system. If anything happened to me, the entire package would go to the authorities and the German board of directors. Then I made my move. I invited them to dinner. My mother answered the door in pearls. Greg poured wine like a man rehearsing charm. I smiled. "It's been a while," she said. "You look healthy." Greg smirked. "So the streets didn't kill you after all?" "No," I said, setting a small black folder on the table. "But lies almost did." He froze when he saw the documents. Offshore accounts, forgery trails, transfer receipts in his name. My mother's face drained when she saw the birth certificate, the original one. "I didn't want to lose everything," she whispered. "You already did," I replied. Greg lunged for the folder. I stepped back. "I've already sent copies to the police, your lawyer, and the German consulate," I said. "By morning, they'll know everything." For the first time, my mother looked afraid, not of losing money, but of losing the illusion. She tried to reach for me, her voice trembling. "I did it for us." "No," I said quietly, "you did it for him." The next morning, headlines exploded. Automobile heir found living homeless in Pakistan. Step-parents under fraud investigation. Greg was arrested before noon. My mother tried to flee, but her passport was already flagged. She called me from the police station, voice breaking. "Please help me." "I already did," I said. "I let you live." Then I hung up. The board in Germany welcomed me like a lost son. My father's office was untouched. His photo beside a child's drawing I'd made decades ago. He had framed it. That's when I allowed myself to feel something other than anger. Grief, maybe. Closure, certainly. I didn't rebuild the company in his image. I rebuilt it in mine. Every car now bears the insignia of a phoenix, rising from ashes, silent and sure. People call me the heir who came from nothing. They don't know that nothing was everything my mother left me with: emptiness, hunger, and fire. 3 months later, I visited her. The prison glass separated us like time itself. She whispered, "You got what you wanted." I looked her dead in the eye. "No," I said. "I earned what he wanted me to have." She flinched. I stood, placed my hand against the glass. For the first time, I told her, "I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be." Then I walked away.